Just got back from the gym, and that made me think that I should cover this week a topic for my Big Brother Chris channel on how to navigate the gym as a trans person. This might be a little catered towards being a trans masculine person, just because that's my experience, but a lot of this advice definitely can be used across a broad spectrum of individuals. So my first bit of advice is to seek out a gym that is accepting or LGBT friendly if this is possible. So whether that be the rec center at your university, Planet Fitness, Lifetime Fitness, whatever gym you end up going to. My advice, one, would be maybe to do a little bit of research about that gym and see if they are known for being accepting, known for being welcoming to individuals. And then also, if you're comfortable, I always recommend when you're signing up at a gym, maybe disclosing your trans status to the people that work there, definitely before you sign a membership or anything, but let them know, just so that you have people there that know what's going on in case some problem or issue were to arise. It's just good that if the staff knows to be there and have your back. I also recommend finding a gym that has really flexible hours, and the reason this is important is because I know for a lot of trans people, they're comfortable in the gym, in the locker room. So if you can go to the gym, it's not during peak hours and there's a lot less people there, there's less people changing, less people like working out in general in the gym area, then that might make people a lot more comfortable. So I go to Planet Fitness, they're open 24 hours, tends to be pretty dead late at night, and so I have gotten into the habit of usually working out late at night. You can also ask the people that work at the front desk or who work in the gym what hours are really empty at the gym, and they should be able to let you know like when their slower times are. That's a good thing to keep in mind. I definitely recommend, if you're not comfortable changing in a locker room, or you're pre-op, or you're pre-hormones, or you just don't feel comfortable changing around other people, most locker rooms have at least some stalls that you can change in the bathroom. And then like the gyms I go to, almost all of them have like separate little like changing rooms off near the showers, or you can change within the showers themselves. I always try to recommend people don't shower or change at the gym if possible. I know this isn't always feasible if you're going like to and from work, or you get really sweaty, or trying to be really hygienic, whatever, but I try to always show up in what I'm going to work out in and then go home and shower and do like all of my changing outside of the gym. If your gym happens to have a pool, this is kind of good because you could shower in your swim trunks and nobody would really think twice about seeing someone in trunks walking around the locker room. So that might be something that works out for you if you do have to shower at the gym in the locker room and you happen to go somewhere that has a swimming pool, so you won't look out of place or anything. It's not a huge deal if your binder is not concealed, but if you don't want any questions at all, just wearing a shirt or wearing a little bit of like a compression shirt underneath your workout shirt to hide the lines of your binder and keep everything really inconspicuous. But honestly, if people see your binder, they're just gonna assume you're wearing an undershirt. They're not gonna see it and think, oh, that's a guy wearing a sports bra or a binder or whatever. Like, to them, most people aren't gonna look twice at you. There are so many men out there that wear multiple layers at the gym. It's not a big deal. With that in mind, you really should not work out in a binder. It's not safe. Definitely if you're doing heavy cardio or really strenuous activity, working out in a binder is really not safe or healthy. There are binders on the market that can accommodate activity better, being the one that we create at Flaunt Streetwear called the Bareskin Binder. Because of the racer back and because of the construction of our binder, it does allow for more movement. I still wouldn't recommend, or I guess condone, working out in it, just to err on the side of safety. But you're not doing anything too strenuous or heavy or cardio intensive, then the Bareskin Binder might be a good way to go. But besides that, honestly, I always recommend working out in a sports bra. I know that might be a little bit triggering for some people, but there are some sports bras out there that flatten as well as some binders do. My recommendation is the Nike Pro Combat sports bras. They do run a little bit pricier, so maybe you can snag one on like clearance or on sale or something. But if you're wanting to pack at the gym, that's a little more complicated. I find that it's a little bit harder for me to pack at the gym because if I'm running around, everything shifts a lot. So I tend to mostly, if I pack at the gym, only pack with my basic packer. Biggest recommendation though is if you're gonna pack at the gym, definitely pack in like a pair of shorts or tight enough boxers that your packer is not gonna fall out. And your best bet honestly is like a pair of packing boxers like these Rodeoh ones I'm showing you that have a pouch, so that you know nothing's gonna fall out of your boxers, out of your shorts, and you're not gonna have to worry about that in the locker room or on the treadmill or wherever. So just keep in mind what you're wearing to keep your packer in place if you're going to be packing at the gym. I would also recommend, if you're just like uncomfortable talking to people at the gym, wear headphones even if you're not listening to anything, just to kind of deter people from talking to you. Most of the time at the gym etiquette is that people aren't gonna talk to you. They're not gonna come up to you and bother you unless they're gonna ask you if you're done with the set or if they can borrow the weights you're using, that sort of stuff. Yeah, another bit of advice would be to always go to the gym with a workout partner, especially if it's like another trans person, then you just kind of have the buddy system. People are unlikely to question two people in the locker room that they think look like they don't belong there so much as if they were to just see one individual. So workout partner, if you can find one, is a great way to feel more safe in the locker room. Keep in mind where you live, the climate towards trans people. Unfortunately, whether or not you do have passing privilege, and if you present a certain way and you might not be read the way that you identify, just maybe have a heightened sense of awareness. Locker rooms can be dangerous and they can be scary, but a lot more often than not, people are not going to bother you. The thing is that you need to be aware as a trans person that incidences can happen, and you just need to prepare yourself. People might stare at your scars, but there are scars of all types, so let them stare. You don't have to explain what your top surgery scars are if you have them. You don't have to explain why you look a certain way. You don't have to explain any of that, but you do not owe anybody any explanations. Be prepared and always be aware at the gym, but also know that a lot of people kind of psych themselves out about the gym and they're worried, and this is for good reason. A lot of people face violence, and on the flip side, on the trans feminine end of the spectrum, trans women face a lot more violence in changing rooms and bathrooms than trans men do. So this is definitely a topic that trans men are a lot luckier, and so to trans women out there, making sure you at least go to gyms that have individual showers, which most women's locker rooms have individual showers. Making sure you have individual places to change, trying not to put yourself in the locker room if you feel like that will be unsafe for you as a trans person. It's really easy to just, come in and use all of the fitness equipment and never have to enter the locker room. So just do what feels safe for you. I'd say half the people that go and work out in the gym are not wholly confident in everything that they're doing. They're not thrilled to be changing in front of other people in the locker room. They're there to make themselves better or to be healthier or more physically fit or whatever, and they're focused on their journey and what they're doing, and just find what works for you, how you're the most comfortable and most safe, and try to just set yourself up for success, because the gym can really be a great place for any person, but especially for those of us who are having to create ourselves and tweak our bodies and build ourselves within this journey. You try out different gyms. A lot of places will let you drop in, find a place that feels comfortable for you, whether it be somewhere that has classes or it's just a general gym. I always recommend Planet Fitness to people because I know a lot of trans people struggle financially, and they have a membership that's only $10 a month, and so that's pretty cheap as far as gyms go. If you have any further questions about this, I can always do a more in-depth video about it in the future. Yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see y'all soon.